Welcome to Public House, intimate conversations with people making a difference in the Hudson Valley. And now, from Paula's Public House in Poughkeepsie, New York, here's Paula Young.
Hi everybody, I'm Paula Young. This is Public House. I am beyond delighted to have our sheriff, Butch Anderson, at my chair in my restaurant. Hello, Butch.
Hello, Paula.
How are you?
It's great to be here.
It's great to have you here. I want to talk about what a sheriff is. Now, we know the sheriff of Nottingham, big famous sheriff. The sheriff. Then we know about, the sheriff out west. What does the Dutchess County Sheriff do?
The Dutchess County Sheriff's Office is a group of men and women that take care of our constituents.
Okay.
They take care of people. When you go to, I'm having an academy there right now. The first thing they learn, treat people the way you want to be treated. The second thing they learn is, I don't care how many tickets you write. I don't care about how many arrests you make. I care about how many people you help. And that's what we're all about. That's what we're supposed to do. We protect life and property.
Right.
However, our main goal is to help people.
You also have jurisdiction over the courts and overseeing the court system, who comes, who goes.
Right.
And you are sort of the law enforcement hand to support that. Yes? With
Right.
the court system.
We are, I hate to say it, but we are the sheriff is the supreme law enforcement officer of his county.
That's correct.
And
yes.
he's sworn, constitutionally sworn to that position. Brad Kendall is the guy that swears us in.
Oh boy.
He's our county clerk.
Okay.
And
so you are a elected position.
Exactly.
And the men and women that serve underneath you are law enforcement. And how do they differentiate, let's say, from the regular police or the county
There
police?
is none. Years ago, it was there was really no cooperation between law enforcement. When I became the sheriff in 1999, I wanted to strive for unity in law enforcement. State police, towns, the cities. We have two cities in Dutchess County, which a lot of people don't know, and Beacon is great, and the city of Poughkeepsie. And the towns and villages that have other law enforcement. State police, we have to work together. We have to combine resources. If you go to my office right now, we have space for the FBI, the Secret Service, and we have a tremendous intelligence team that works together with all law enforcement.
So you accommodate federal, local, state, and you're sort of the umbrella that they all work underneath?
They all work with.
With, okay.
Exactly.
So now the sheriff's department is aware of all the crime that goes on.
It's the sheriff's office.
Sheriff's office, I'm sorry. The sheriff's office is aware of all the crime that goes on. So I am in Dutchess County, I feel safe here. What would you say are the biggest crime issues? Is it drugs? Is it gun violence? What would you say are our biggest concerns right now in your office?
I think the biggest concerns now is the drug problem. And people that need money to get the drugs will do just about anything, from robbery to burglaries, larcenies. The main thing we have here in Dutchess County is we also have gangs, unfortunately.
Now that's interesting, because I would say most of my viewers would not have known that. I wouldn't have known that.
There's a lot of gangs here in Dutchess County. And they have to be monitored. We have an intelligence team that works with all law enforcement, and we do the best that we possibly can. Now, you take cartels, they have the best equipment in the world. They have the best surveillance. They have the best weapons.
The drug cartels.
Right. They have all the top-notch equipment.
They have what money can buy.
Right. So we naturally were budgeted, and we have to combine resources. So we work with everybody. And that's the way to do it. And we try to take care of our constituents the best way that we possibly can. When a person calls for the sheriff or they call 911, that is very important to them. No matter what it is.
Right.
It's very important to them that are calling. So we must handle it as such. We don't brush things off. We don't say, oh, that's nothing. Don't worry about it. You handle it until the person is satisfied.
Right.
And we're very fortunate. We have a lot of people working together, and
I would say that we're very fortunate because of your leadership. I would not say we're very fortunate. Fortune doesn't just happen. Fortune is opportunity and planning, and you bring those things together. So, in the city of New York, in lots of cities, you have the cop on the beat. We have a big county,
Right.
So you folks provide a certain one-to-one, is what you're trying to tell me. When
Right.
if someone calls you in need, if it's their lost child or their lost cat,
Right.
you take it all seriously.
it has to be handled that way. Otherwise, you shouldn't be in law enforcement.
I agree with that for
Now,
certain.
I work for a blindfolded lady with a set of scales. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what party you're with. You can be a Republican, Democrat, Independent, Conservative, whatever it is. We work for a blindfolded woman that we have to treat people all the same.
All underneath the law of land.
That's right, the
Now,
law of the land.
You are getting a new jail being built.
Well, hopefully,
Now,
very
I
soon.
was recently with Marcus, and I believe he told me they were going to be scaling down the plans for the jail based on some laws that are coming down from Albany.
All right, that's fine. People have dreams that we can do this. I suggest I go along with you can downscale. However, we're looking at 20 and 30 years down the road. What
Correct.
are we going to have?
Right.
We have been paying other counties for many, many years. Here's our chance to finally collect. We may be able to house people and help other counties out. But if they want to downscale it, they'll have to work with the Department of Corrections. They're the boss. Albany's the boss.
Right, that's correct.
They tell you what to do and how to do it.
Right, and sometimes they don't know necessarily what the local needs are. They're kind of up there
Yeah,
making
but
decisions for a local.
We're fortunate with the Corrections Division. They're down here in Dutchess a lot.
Right,
They know what we need.
right.
Now, for many years, Dutchess County has promised to build another jail and all this, and they've always backed out. When Marcus took over, now the plan is going forward.
Yes, which is a good thing for the whole
It's a
county.
good thing for the whole county. We can save money. We can make money.
Right. I understand also from Marcus that when the mental health facilities were closed, which was a decision from Albany, a lot of the jails now are unfortunately filled with people who have mental health issues.
We are filled with people with mental health issues, and it's not fair to them.
To them or to the law enforcement officers who have to deal with them.
Corrections is one of the toughest jobs I have. The men and women that work for me in corrections are second to none. They have to work double shifts.
Yes.
They're mandated overtime. It's because of an antiquated building. Now, we had a lot of programs there. You could get your GED there. You could. We help with alcohol, drugs.
You help with drugs, I know that for certain.
Domestic violence, which is the biggest in Dutchess County.
Wow.
And all these things, we want to bring these programs back and done in a proper way. Religious programs. I want everybody to be satisfied the best that they possibly
Well, we want them
can.
to be satisfied, but people have to also go into the penal system for punishment, not
Exactly.
for vacation.
But-
It's the penal system. You're supposed to be punished for being a bad guy.
You're
You're
right.
not supposed to go on holiday.
Right.
And
I agree with that to a certain extent. There's so many people in there that need help.
yes, that's why they're there.
And that's why they're there,
Yes.
and they don't get a chance. I want to give them the chance.
Yes,
At
I'm
least give them a chance
a
to
chance to
improve.
remediate themselves in their
Right.
life, save their own life, as well as saving ours. To public.
Ours and the money.
Yes.
It costs a lot of money to house.
People don't realize that. I think.
And right now, I just had my morning meeting, and Will Moore, the correction administrators, came in. We have 5 people in hospitals. That's 2 officers,
Right.
24/7,
Right.
that have to sit there in that hospital
And watch them.
and watch them, no matter where it is. And it's extremely
And
costly.
those are the small amounts of money that build up over time and then eat away at your budget.
Exactly.
This is-
Overtime's the biggest thing.
This is such a
Overtime.
complicated and very interesting multi-layered system, and we don't have all the time in the world. Would you come back and talk to me again?
I'd be glad to.
Thank you, Butch.
I want to close on this, though. The men and women in the Dutchess County Sheriff's Office are there to help and serve. Call us if you need help.
And we'll put the graphic with the phone number on the
Yes.
screen. Thank you, Butch Anderson.
Take
It
care.
is my privilege to meet you. Folks, law enforcement is the underpinning. If we don't have a safe society, we don't have society. And folks like Butch Anderson are the reason that it works so well here in Dutchess County. Thank you, Butch.
Thank you.
very much.
Hi, I'm Paula Young, and I'm the proprietor here of Paula's Public House. Do join me for good food, good cheer, and good fellowship. We are here, we have fun, and we'd love to have you be a part of it. Come on down.